This time, let's consider how to find the slope of a line that is declining. Let's see which of the steps we used before will apply in the same way. First, we have our line, and we want to select a point P. So step 1 still works the same way. Here's our point P. Next, we're going to draw a horizontal line that goes through point P. And along that horizontal line, we find a point 1 unit to the right. That would be the point Q, marked right here. Now I have a point 1 unit to the right, so now I can drop that vertical. Dropping the vertical, I find that my vertical line through Q intersects the line that we're looking for the slope for, the line through point P, at R. So there's my R, that's step 4, all the same so far. But now here's the change. If we were just to look at the length of RQ, that length of RQ would still tell us how much the y coordinates of the line changed when we moved 1 unit to the right. But we would like for that measurement of slope to also indicate the fact that this line is not moving upward. This line is moving downward. In order for us to represent that, we're going to use the fact that we assigned a number line to that vertical line through Q. And if you'll recall, we said that we wanted positive values of that number line to happen above Q and negative numbers to happen below. So if we don't think of the length of RQ as being what we want, but we think of the length of RQ as helping us indicate a coordinate on this number line from Q to R, and when it's below the line that Q sits on, we consider that a negative coordinate, and when it's above the line Q sits on, it's a positive coordinate, then we can see that this value should be a negative value for that reason, and that it can represent the fact that we're moving down on our line as we move to the right. So I notice that the length of RQ here, I'm going to measure down that length. So we're going to look at this line segment here. And I notice that it travels 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 units down. So I'm going to say that the slope of this line is -1. We want to make it negative times the length of RQ, which would be -1 times 10, or -10. Because the lines moves 10 units down when it moves 1 unit to the right. So in this way, for declining lines, just by multiplying the length of the distance, or the length of RQ, or the distance between R and Q, by a negative number to indicate the fact that the movement was in the negative direction, we can assign a negative slope value to a line that is left to right declining.